How do we normally live our lives? We normally follow people around us unconsciously parents, society, teachers, peers, governments, etc. Whether we accept or not, it is the truth for most of us. We are born and we are home. We observe what our parents and family members do, and we also try to do those. We then go to kindergarten and we then go to school. We observe what our teachers and peers do and try to be like them. And then there's the pressure to go to college or to a tech school or to do something else. And then we get our jobs and then we are in our jobs. And then we meet somebody and then we get married. And then we are supposed to buy a house and then we are supposed to have kids and it continues. This is how we normally live our lives. We do what others do. Even if we did everything that others wanted us to do, we wonder why we still suffer, why we aren't happy. If the things they wanted us to do were right, we would have a fulfilling and joyful life. If we blindly follow others, most likely we have to live a problematic life and experience stress, anger, fear, etc. as a result of our ignorance. If we face difficult situations and feel difficult emotions, how do we normally deal with them? We take alcohol, smoke, eat unhealthy foods, join with wrong people, and so on to numb our painful emotions or escape from our current realities. Even if these fixes give us temporary relief at those moments, most likely we have to experience similar situations again. Therefore, these aren't solutions to our problems in life. If we live our lives this way, blindly following others and reacting to our situations, it is difficult to create a successful life because we fit into someone else's agenda. Even though we think we make our own decisions, most likely we don't. We normally act how we have been programmed to do, so we aren't independent if we do the things because we are supposed to do. The truth is, we have free will and choice. Hi, I'm Suji Fernando. I help people transform their lives from mediocre to fulfilling the life they love through personal growth by purifying their subconscious minds. In this video, I'll show you how you can become a more liberated and independent person who leads his or her life intentionally without following others blindly. Under this topic, I'll show you how a person becomes a follower and the process I personally use to become who I am today, a more liberated and independent person. Let's dive into it. We are born and we are home, and we then go to kindergarten and we then go to school. When we grow up, this is our world, our home, neighborhood, school, the religious institution according to our religion. When we live at this stage, things happen, good things and bad things, and we learn how we should live our lives from what we see and hear from our environments. When we are children, we aren't mature enough to process the situations happening in our environments, and we believe that everything that happens is true, good or bad. For example, if a child gets a low mark for a subject than his or her peers several times, he or she might interpret those as I am not intelligent and internalize it. But this is not true. The truth is, everyone is intelligent and we score different marks based on different factors. Interest in the subject, learning style, how much time we study, etc. If he or she firmly believes this belief, I'm not intelligent, this becomes her or his identity, who she or he is. When making choices in different matters in life, not only in learning, most of the time she or he would choose the things he or she thinks aren't difficult, and these beliefs become stronger and stronger when he or she acts based on that identity. I'm not intelligent. Like this, when we store more and more limiting beliefs unconsciously in our subconscious minds, we become more and more dependent people, operating from our unconscious beliefs. If we continue this storing limiting beliefs long enough, we'll come to a position where we won't be able to recognize who we really are. If you do a little research about people, you will notice that most of the people who were born in dysfunctional families most likely live similar lives. This is not because they aren't intelligent or they are fake, but because of how they were brought up. Let me give an example from my own life. When I was doing my degree, I had to study subjects related to multimedia as a part of my program. Whenever I was involving it, attending a lecture or doing a project, etc., I hesitated. I felt uncomfortable involving it. I thought deep down I wasn't good at graphics, so I barely passed those subjects. Even I had to repeat it one time. After my studies, I started to work in the software industry. When I was working, I also had to deal with situations related to multimedia again. In most companies I work, there were specialized teams for multimedia, but there were situations where I had to involve with it, and every time I had to do something related to graphics as a part of my project, I would seek help to complete those, even for simple graphic related things, because I had a belief that I wasn't good at graphics. This dependency, depending on others to do graphic related things, was a problem for my professional life as well. I tried several times to overcome it, but I couldn't, as I had been realizing how the subconscious mind and life work through my practices. I started to question whether what I believe I am not good at graphics was true, and I thought to give it a try to conquer what I believe. I am happy to tell you that I was able to do it successfully, and I am now free from that belief and don't feel something like that when I involve with things related to multimedia. I might have picked up that belief from my childhood. I can't remember exactly what the situation I thought I am not good at graphics and internalize it. Like this, I was able to let go of many subconscious patterns that were holding me back, operating from my insecurities. I hope by now you have some understanding about how you can change yourself, get rid of your limiting beliefs, and become who you want to be. Now I am going to reveal to you a process that I personally use to become who I am today, a more liberated and independent person. You know that if you want to change anything, you want to know what it is that you want to change. Similarly, here, you are going to learn to let go of your dysfunctional beliefs from your subconscious mind, and to do so, you must first identify what those beliefs are. To identify those, we are going to use our bodily sensations, physical sensations like tightness, heat, etc., and emotional sensations like fear, anger, stress, etc., when we experience different situations in our lives. The ability to notice your bodily sensations before reacting is called consciousness. So, to identify your limiting beliefs, you must first do something to raise your consciousness. As you progress as a person by raising your consciousness, you will develop an ability to see your subconscious mind's behavior, what you like, what you don't like, what you avoid, how you react, and so on through your bodily sensations, and be able to identify your limiting beliefs related to different areas of your life. I use a meditation technique called Anapanasati to raise my consciousness. What this technique does is slow down your thinking process by letting go of your surface level thoughts. As you continue your training to raise your consciousness, you will come to a position where you'll be able to notice and identify your subconscious patterns, limiting beliefs that weren't serving you through your bodily sensations. You can then use this consciousness to get rid of your old programs, your disempowering beliefs that have been running your life. I primarily used a meditation technique called Vipassana and made conscious choices then and there, living consciously to purify my subconscious mind. I also hear that some people speak about other modalities and techniques to get rid of limiting beliefs. So choose whatever technique you feel is right for you. As you purify your subconscious mind, letting go of your limiting beliefs, you will gradually become a more liberated and independent person, and you will be able to lead your life intentionally and create a life you love. So now let's sum up what we have discussed in this video, a process that you can use to become a more liberated and independent person. The first and most important thing is using some technique to raise your consciousness so that you are able to notice your bodily sensations before reacting. The second one is identifying the limiting beliefs holding you back. The third step is eradicating those beliefs from your subconscious mind. This is what I wanted to share with you today. You may not understand everything we discussed in this video, but don't worry that much about it now. I also didn't know these things at the initial stages of my journey. I started to realize things through my own life experiences when I'd been growing as a person by purifying my subconscious mind. So, start your personal development journey at whatever stage you are in, and you will realize things as you progress. I hope this has been helpful for you. So, if you got some value from this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and also share it with people who might need this information. If you have questions about this content, becoming a more liberated and independent person, or this space, creating a fulfilling life, let me know below in the comment section. I'm happy to answer them for you. In this channel, I publish videos related to creating a fulfilling life through personal growth. So if you're up to it, please consider subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to be notified automatically when I release a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.